Hi there, CA family. I'm so excited to be able to share with you guys about this story of the Samaritan woman in John 4. This is one of my favorite stories. It really has so much to speak to us about all of the amazing opportunities that God has put around us to have an impact on people. Here's Jesus. He shows up to get some water. Very normal thing you do in your life, going to get water. Awesome example of something that Jesus did that we do. But in the middle of that, he's at this well and he meets this woman who he is able to see into her and see so much potential. And so, in the middle of a very normal, everyday activity, he's able to begin to talk to her about spiritual things, to be able to encounter her where she's at, speak right into her problems, and then have an impact on her. And the thing that I love about the Samaritan woman is that, here's one woman at a well. But the reality is that that one woman had an entire village behind her. And Jesus was able to see that. And so as he's sharing with this one woman, he's actually going to have impact on an entire village. In verse 39, it says, many of the Samaritans from that town believed in him because of the woman's testimony. So what that means is Jesus shares with one person, but then that one person shares with this whole community. And so for us, when we show up in these all kinds of different random places in life, it could be getting water, it could be going to a soccer game, it could be being at the store, it could be being at the gym. All these different contexts, we're surrounded by all these different people, and we don't even know what community that person represents. There could be an entire community that God wants to touch through that one person. And so Jesus, with that eye to, wow, here's a person, it's just one person, but then God's going to use them to touch so many others. He's able to use a very normal, everyday moment and in order to have impact on a huge group. And so for us, where can there be an application is, in all those moments, God, where are you connecting me with people that you want to impact them, and then also through them you want to impact others? Where I live, there is a man that I met, and I was actually on a run, and as I was passing him, he's a man who sells these cheese balls. I live overseas, and he sells these cheese balls. They're really gross. I don't like them. But as I was passing him, I just had this sense, to stop and talk to him. And so I began to talk with him. He's an older guy, and asked him about his cheese balls, where he makes them, how he sells them. And we started a conversation, and I visited him that time. I bought some of these cheese balls. But I ended up visiting him again, and I ended up giving him some stories, some audio stories, or some audio mini sermons about with truth in them. And he ended up listening to them, and he ended up saying, hey, I would really love for you to come to my house. And so I've had this opportunity now from a one guy I met in the street to now go to his house and to share with his little community. And so how many moments are there like that there's one person, but God wants to reach a community? So CA, this is my prayer for you. May God open up your eyes, open up all of our eyes to see who are the Samaritan women, who are the people that he's put us around, that he wants us to have an impact on, so that they can have an impact on their whole community. God bless you guys.